Hello beautiful people, I am Jane.m and this is of course Jane.m TV baby. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. Turn on your post notification bell so that you'll be alerted whenever I post, and that's on period. Got that in the bag, period. Anyway, so today is Monday the 26th of August, and remember that little project we decided to abandon for the 2 projects that I did the previous week. Yeah, I am going to be working on that project this week. Mainly, I'm hoping mainly today and tomorrow, because the only things that are a bit complicated on that dress is adding that little bit of decoration on the neckline and also on the sleeve. So once I am done with those, I'll be good and ready, honestly, to just stitch and put the dress together to be a unit, period. Yeah, otherwise, guys, I've been slowly but surely getting back to me, getting back to the type of person I kind of used to be when I started vlogging, enjoying actually shooting the content and having my sister go ahead and edit everything, and the delivering the content to you guys so that you can watch. It has been amazing actually just working on these vlogs lately, and I do appreciate the people who've been coming through and watching, all 100 and something of you. I appreciate all of you, and not just the views increasing, more of the likes. Remember, when you comment, when you like, that's what improves engagement, that's what pushes our content. It alerts YouTube that actually this creator has been watched, so we need to push their content. So the fact that Lesotho is apparently under one of the countries that does not show ads, like when you are in Lesotho, inside this country, you cannot be able to view ads. But once you leave Lesotho and say you are in Lady Brand, because I'm in Maseru, I'll say Lady Brand, because if I was in Maputo, I'd say Vicksburg. But as soon as you leave the boundaries of Lesotho and you are in South Africa, you get to see the ads and you are able to watch the ads. So please, to all of my subbies who are not in such countries as Lesotho, so if you are in SA, if you are in the US, in the UK, because those are the people I'm mentioning, people who watch my content basically, and a bit of people in Ghana and Nigeria. Guys, watch the ads, please, please, please watch the ads. Yeah, the money is coming in slow, it is, and there's really nothing anyone can do about it in Lesotho. If you are a subby in Lesotho, the only thing you can do is to make sure that you watch, you like, you comment. That will push the content. So yeah, and for the ones that are outside the country or countries that are not allowed to watch ads like Lesotho, you guys like, comment and watch the entire video. The ones who are able to watch the ads, please, 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 pretty please watch the ads. Okay, so let me go ahead and go back there and grab the stuff we need to be working on today. Yeah, let me do that and come back. So I have everything in the plastic here. This is the project that you need to be focusing on this week. You already know the stuff that I cut. Sure, this is part of the skirt. Yeah, this is part of the skirt. Also another part of the skirt, probably the two back pieces of the skirt. This is the skirt lining. And this is shwe fabric and the lining together, still attached to the mock-up. Same as this one. I don't know why this one is not attached to anything, but part of the bodice. These bits are this part of the sleeve. I'm just throwing everything on the table right now. Oh, part of the front. And then the bias strips. So I'm going to be joining the bias strips with the piping, yeah, the red piping, and then attaching it onto here. And I also need to do that for the sleeves as well. And then yeah, that's the bit that's going to take a plethora of time. I'm sure that's not how you use that word, but it's gonna take an immense amount of time. A girl knows some English. All right, catch you up when I'm stitching on the phone. So if you see the quality dropping, know that you're propped on the phone. Guys, there's always gotta be something. With sewing, there's always gotta be something. So remember I said I'm gonna cut some pieces of this shosho on the bias so that it drapes on the little, what do you call this? V-neck crisscross situation. Shosho is 100% cotton fabric, right? But I was hoping, you know, when you have that little hope right there at the back of your mind thinking, this is probably gonna do this because I'm cutting on the bias. When I tell you, this thing doesn't want to be shaped onto the little bits that are crisscrossing. It wants to be straight. Even after I did the nipping, I nipped, guys. I nipped everything. I think the bit that you saw me doing was me stitching the fabric and the piping straight onto the garment. And then when I realized that it was puckering, it was doing something that it wasn't supposed to be doing, I decided, let me just stitch the whole thing separately and then I'll attach it after. Let me show you. So this is the bit that I did, right? And according to the lines that I did over here, you can see clearly that this bit has to go according to that. And this is me. I nipped everything. I nipped here, right? So that I can iron this thing to mold the shape there. It doesn't want. It wants to be a collar instead. Yona, it was born to be a collar. It's not going to be attached to this thing. I don't know what it wants to do, but I'm not happy with it. That is my big dilemma at the moment. So, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. It should have been. No, I don't know what to do. I'm lying. Whatever I'm gonna say, it's a lie. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other one. The other one, and then go on Pinterest and find some things that can inspire me to do something different, or maybe find a way to lay this in a way that is stylish, right? Maybe lay it like that in a stylish manner. Hey girl, I don't know. I do not know. But it needs to be on there because, it just needs to be on there. Alright guys, I'll catch you up when I figure this thing out. Because for real, your girl is freaking out. Your girl is freaking out and all of her design juices are dry. I really don't know what to do. I'm getting hungry. I think, it's almost 12. It is almost 12. And I want to be done today. See, today, I just want to be done with these things. There's some of these things for the sleeve. So I want to be done with this type of thing for the sleeves and for the bodice. And then tomorrow I can stitch everything together, hey? Yeah. So that's my little situation at the moment. I'm gonna figure it out and get back to you guys. Also, this week, this is the final week of us being in the studio. This is our final week. I'm hoping my carpenter will be coming through soon because I've sent him money already. So I'm hoping he'll be coming to Maseru soon to come and dismantle the workbench, and we can transport the workbench home. He'll fix it back at home. Yeah, I need to get this removed from this place. I feel like it's the one thing that is giving me stress, but otherwise everything else will be moved fairly easily because they can exit the door. This one cannot exit the door without being dismantled. So yeah, we are leaving the studio, guys. Well, it's an end of an era. It had to happen. Everything happens for a reason, for a season, for all of that good jazz. So that season is over. We need to prepare ourselves for a new season. Exciting times. All right, let me figure this thing out. Maybe eat because I'm hungry. It's almost 12. I usually eat my breakfast/lunch at 12. I'm running low on brain cells, so let's replenish and get back to this. And then tomorrow we'll stitch everything else. Or if I just get tired of trying to figure this thing out, I'm gonna stitch the lining and then deal with the main shell tomorrow. All right, later. Okay guys, so it's a bit later and this is how far I went with this thing. I'm contemplating actually turning it into a collar. That way I don't have to worry about it adhering to the bodice. It can just protrude and we can call it a day. I feel like it's gonna be nice, but that is going to require that I add some pleats on here just to make sure that it molds to the neckline. Pleats or gathers, I'll see what works, but I am leaning more towards turning this into a collar and calling it a day. Yep. All right. Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog. So today is, let me check. Today is Wednesday, the 28th of August. And well, this week, if you remember, we are moving out of the studio. I have already spoken to my carpenter to come dismantle the workbench, and I had said that I don't want to do anything last minute. So I am hoping he'll be here on Friday. I really don't want to do this on Saturday. It's gonna be too overwhelming because I feel like there's gonna be too many moving pieces on Saturday, because Saturday is the last day we have to be occupying this place. So yeah, I got a bit overwhelmed, I don't want to lie, with the realization that I am leaving soon, and I've not been recording the process of me working on my aunt's dress. There's a bit of like bits and pieces here and there where I'm stitching, but it's nothing like the previous vlog, like how I documented the previous vlog. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. I just hope you enjoy the vlog either way. Just, going through the motions with me and realizing that in as much as I can try Mbokoto it, Mbokoto through this whole thing, I have emotions, I have feelings about this, and they are not very what do I want to say? What do I want to say? They are not very excitedy. I'm not excited. Yeah, so yeah, basically, I don't know how to explain that in English, but I feel like everything that I do in my process is dragged. That will include me sewing. So whenever there's a big event in my life and I perceive it as negative per se, my life just drags. Things moves everything moves very slowly, and it feels heavy. Like however I'm feeling inside, that heaviness sort of translates into my work not being as it is on a regular day. So basically that's what's been happening. I did stitch the bodice and some parts of the sleeve, so I'm gonna show you that and proceed with stitching. So if today is Wednesday, I'm hoping at least I'll be done with at least the bodice here, and then Thursday I could insert the zipper. We'll see. It's dragging. It's dragging. It is so hard to just get into the groove and feel motivated to work. So that's just what's happening to me currently. I'm not gonna give you an OOTD because this outfit I feel is similar to what I wore last week, and the only thing I changed, I think, is I wore a hat today instead of a cap. Last week I had a cap on, so Yeah, I'm not gonna show you the OOTD. Tell me, are you enjoying that bit of the vlog where I give you like an OOTD? Let me know down in the comments. Also, keep liking, sharing, and commenting. Like and leave a comment down below, like below. All right, I like using that as outsiders. Little, is it an intro or an outro? I don't know, they just say it, so I love saying it too. All right, let me catch you up. Let me show you. This is our bodice. That is how the bodice is looking. Of course, on Bingy, you can't really see what's going on, honestly. She is wearing the bodice, and on the bodice itself, I did tell you I was going to turn this into a collar, and lo and behold, we have a collar. It just didn't drape. I was that day years old when I knew you cannot drape 100% cotton fabric, even if you cut it on the bias. Yep. Yeah, you keep learning each and every single day, and that was like a hard lesson that I learned. Yeah, but that's how it's looking. I need to insert the sleeves, so I'm gonna work on the sleeves this morning. And they're over here. I just pick up everything that I'm working on. If I'm working on a project, this is where you'll find the project. So yeah, the sleeves. So these are the sleeves. Basically, this is what I did. Same thing as I did on the collar. I did 2 here, while over there I did 4. And this little bit here needs to be attached to the bottom. I had done some inverted pleats. Is it? No. Yes, inverted pleats, because box pleats are on the other side. So I did some inverted pleats, and it doesn't give the shape that the dress that my aunt gave me for inspiration has. So what I'm going to be doing is stitching in some dots. I'm gonna try stitch in some dots and see how that pans out. If it gives me a dome, for sure it's gonna give me a dome, but I wanna stitch in the dots and see how that pans out. But I need to finish this and also add on the lining. Only when I'm done with the bodice can I attach the skirt. Basically, that's how this crisscross type of dress works. So that is us for today. That is where we are at with that back there. That is where we are at. I'm gonna do this little thing that I told you I'm gonna do, and then I'll catch you up, because I told you everything is dragging. Everything is dragging. I'm just going to be watching some YouTube videos I downloaded and then stitch in silence. I still haven't met up with that fashion designer friend to ask if it can be possible for me to use the studio for fittings and taking measurements, like a place just where I can meet clients, because where I stay, I know for sure they're gonna say, oh, it's too far. That is the main reason why I had moved to, okay, truck, do your thing. That is the main reason why I had moved to Maseru, to have a space in Maseru where it's close for everyone to come through for measurements, for fittings, whatever. But now Soon as I got here, 0 clients. 0. Like I told you in another vlog, the only clients I have been having on a regular, one consistent client is Tato, and Tato brings people with her. So now she has come to get something done, and she brought her sister. Previously she had come and she brought her friend. Before she came on her own. So Tato has been a consistent client for us, and the stuff that she does, complicated as they are, don't particularly garner up enough funds for me to pay rent here. If it was Tato and a couple of people, and I could, collect that cash, save up for rent, I would have something to talk about. But now, everybody will say, Jane, please move to Maseru so that we can come work with you, because where you stay is too far. None of them came. None, 0, not even one came. So yeah, that is the life that I'm living currently in Lesotho, where I am just trying. At this point, I'm just trying, guys. I'm just trying. Like I did tell you, the cheapest thing on my price lists is a seshweshwe dress, a traditional seshweshwe dress, simple, or maybe an African print, simple designs, 450 labor, 450 labor. And I'm sure there's an even cheaper thing. I think it's 220 for a blouse. Get a blouse done. Look at this blouse that I did over here. It's stunning. Why don't you get a blouse done by me? Get fabric and come pay me 220 for a blouse and call it a day. And you can say, I got something done by Jane.m. Okay, let me stop yapping. I've been yapping for a while, but I'm yapping because I know for a fact that I'm not gonna pick you up. I know I'm not gonna pick you up. I'm gonna pick you up when I'm showing you how the sleeves turned out. I'm gonna pick you up showing you how they look on the dress back there. That's it. Okay, see you later. Hey guys, it's the next day. It is Thursday, day before we start moving the studio back home. And yesterday I didn't catch you up. I was busy stitching the bodice, and the bodice is done. What I need to do today is to stitch the skirt to the bodice. So both the skirt lining and the shell need to be on the bodice. Because of the crisscross situation, I had to stitch them at the end. So basically I'm gonna stitch everything, the skirts at the end, but the sleeves are in, the bodice itself is fully lined. Yeah, we're just hoping that the fit will stay the same as it was on the mock-up, seeing as we have done a lot of things now already. Where's the lighting coming from? I'm sorry, I have to keep picking you up like that to like get the lighting. Let me try and sit on the machine and see. It's giving dark, basically. And I don't know what my tripod is doing, but I feel like this is better. So yeah, I was saying this is day before we start picking up the studio and taking everything home. um I don't know, like I said, it comes in waves. I feel it, the next moment I'm like, okay, yeah, it's happening, it's fine. And then the next I'm like, oh my god, I'm losing my studio, oh my god. And yeah, so that's been that roller coaster of emotions, but there's really nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it. For this next stage of my life, I have to allow things to happen the way they are happening. Yeah, because at the end of the day, sometimes you need to move backwards to move forward. And this is my moving backward to move forward moment, and I have to embrace it, even though I don't wanna. I really don't wanna. Okay, let me show you how the borders turned out. I had placed I had placed it on the mannequin. I'm backlit now. Never mind the skirt being attached. I just wanted to see how this little belt buckle thing was going to look, because on the original dress there's a belt buckle and a belt situation going on, but this is our bodice with the sleeves. See, they have that little domey thing going on. That's what I saw on the original dress. So I feel like this was a great balance to have just two of these things here, and then this extension of the sleeve. It just makes sense. And then over here, because we have this other mixer fabric, it made sense that I had this three for our collar. Remember, I decided to turn this into a collar for our collar, and then the extension going this way would be the lebele mixture fabric. But that's how it's looking, and like I said, it is fully lined, so there's lining underneath, and there's also lining underneath there. I'll try put it on the workbench so that you see how the lining looks inside. But yeah, this is our little shweshwe, and this is, guys, the last project we'll ever work on in this studio space. Oh, my heart, my little heart, I cannot. This is the last project. Let me give you a little studio, what you call. This is the day before we leave, and this is how everything is looking. Of course, the chairs are backlit, but that's how the studio is looking. I was about to sit here, that's why this one is facing that way. And it's so cold in Lesotho today. Oh my god. Immediately I walked in, I put this on. Immediately I walked in, I had to wrap this around me because I was so cold. I wish I had worn a hat instead of a cap. I wish I wouldn't have worn this jacket because it's too light. A different jacket and a different hat. But yeah, this is the studio. That big window looking out. Oh, I'm gonna miss this place. I am going to miss it. But remember, sometimes to move forward, you need to move backwards. That's my little encouragement for you guys today who find themselves in the situation that I'm in right now, who can relate to when they went through the same situation, or who are about to embark on a new journey in their lives. I just hope this encourages you and just brings you peace, knowing that you're not the only one going through life in this manner. I feel dragged by the tits most of the times, but we are trusting in God because only He knows the direction we're supposed to be taking and where we need to be going. So I'm placing all of my trust in Him and hoping that this new journey is going to lead to a better place. Otherwise, I know I had said yesterday I was gonna meet a friend who also has a studio in town to kind of figure out if it would be a possibility for me to use their studio for fittings and to meet my clients, to take their measurements and stuff for the people who won't be who would feel unable to go all the way to where I stay. But I think I'm gonna let that go. Yeah, I'm gonna let it go. I tried to do that yesterday. Where they say they worked, it's not where they work. They work at a separate place. I asked where, I couldn't get a straight answer, so I'm gonna let it go. It clearly isn't meant to be. So if you want to work with me, you're gonna have to come to my place. That's just on period. All right, now that I'm done showing you how the dress is currently looking, I think I'm gonna go ahead and start stitching, finishing it up, hopefully today, because this is the last day I want to be working on the dress, so that tomorrow I can show you my sister and I picking up the tiny things that we can pick up in our tiny car and taking them home with us. Otherwise, the workbench also tomorrow, I'm hoping my carpenter will be around to dismantle it so that I can somehow pay the guy who's gonna carry Korea, who's gonna carry the stuff, the big equipment, which is going to be the machines, the workbench, that unit over there by the corner. I'm feeling like it's gonna be a two trip type of joint. Yeah, it's gonna be a two trip kind of joint. So because there's also the couch, remember there's a couch. Yeah, so it's gonna have to be a two trip kind of thing. We'll figure it out. But the big pieces, I need them out of the studio. I need them out of the studio tomorrow. And the final day, which is Saturday, I want whatever the rest of the tiny things which will be left in the studio to be gone. And whatever needs to be patched up in here, I'm going to patch up, sweep and clean, leave the space spanking clean so that I can get my full deposit back. That's what we want, my full deposit back, because I need it for something else. Yeah, that is our little catch-up session. I will show you the dress when it's done. I'm not doing much today. Yeah, I'm not doing much. I'm just literally going through the motions. All right, catch you up when I'm done with the dress. Not me forgetting, I said I was gonna show you inside this bodice before I start stitching, and you guys didn't even remind me. But most, this is the outside and this is the inside. So you can see it's that crisscross thing. I want to show you inside the sleeve. So let me see, even the sleeve is fully lined. You of course don't have to do all of this. I am a bit extra when it comes to wanting my garments to look a certain way. Yeah. So now I'm going to attach the skirt. Let me show you. So whenever I have like a crisscross situation, I attach the skirt, the outer part, all the way to the end, but then make sure that I cut out the lining. So see, over here, the lining is separate. This is where I'm going to stitch my little skirt, but excluding the lining. The lining must be excluded because we have a zipper at the back and we need to know how to finish it. I'm not gonna overlock and then finish the zipper with the overlocker while I have a perfectly good lining. So this is what I do. I just cut this little bit over here, and I'm gonna stitch the skirt excluding the lining, and then I'm also going to stitch the how do you call this, the skirt lining, also excluding the shoshe bit. That is why this is cut separately. I will show you when I'm done how this part looks. But this part over here in front, all of it is going to be joined on both the skirts, the lining and the fashion fabric skirt. All right. Okay, so this will explain what I was saying a bit better because I have pinned and stitched. As you can see, I attached the skirt to the waist of the bodice from the end there, and then when we get over here where I did a little split thing, I moved this bit away and attached the skirt all the way, including the crisscross situation, to this side where I moved the lining away. So I'm going to do the same thing with the lining skirt. So whenever I get to this part of the sewing process, I'm going to move this bit away so that I can attach the lining over here only. That's it. That's basically what needs to happen. Okay, so when you're done with your dress that has a crisscross, the inside is going to look like that. That's the result you're looking for, right? And then in between, see how they separate when they get here, but you can't go forward from this point. So yeah, They are attached from this corner all the way to center front and the other side, and then the rest is not attached. So I'm going to be able to attach my zipper and then finish it off with the lining. And then we have a completely lined garment inside and out. It's looking nice inside and out. And then at the bottom now I'm left with the hem. I need to hem that, so I'm going to overlock and then hem it at a 0.5 of a centimeter. I need to cut the lining. As you can see, it's peeking underneath, so I'm going to cut off maybe 3 centimeters, then overlock and leave it as is. But that is the full dress without our little belt. So guys, I think I'm gonna end the vlog over here for this bit of me stitching this dress, which is the last dress we are working on in this studio space. So thank you guys so much for watching, for supporting me, for liking, commenting. Like I said, I've seen a lot of you guys have come out of your shell and have started commenting. So please continue commenting. Liking improves engagement, and when there's engagement, YouTube pushes my content to other people. So keep liking. And those that are not subscribed and watching without subscribing, side eye, subscribe, please subscribe. Yeah, and leave a comment down below, like below. Catch you in the next vlog. That will be the moving vlog. Yeah, peace and out.